You're welcome to my channel. This is Word for Word Talk. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Do appreciate your time. Um, Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, like, share, click notification button. So when we're on, you will be notified. My topic today is is an amazing. It's regarding an amazing person, personally to me, and that is Prince Harry, who is trying to get the government in UK to take responsibility like they have always done to protect him. While he was a working royal, he was being protected, and when he got married, he was protected as well. But Harry has gone through a lot with the media system and threat to his life in different form. That has even to his wife as well. So as this stepping down as the royal working royal, he still felt whenever they come to the UK, he still wanted protection for his wife, you know, because this is so it's very complicated the way the system and the way they share information with the police and other people that they in order to protect the royal family or some of these government officials. So he is thinking, okay, I still need that. I still need that for my family. When we visit, we want to have that protection. We want to be able to get information sharing that will protect him. They might say, okay, we can give you some police too. No, he said, okay, if the cost is the problem, because some people brought out the cost that it will cost the government felt it will cost them a lot. So okay, can I pay for it? Well, you can't pay for it because you can't pay for the police is not to be bought by the best bidder kind of a thing. So it's beyond. So they now really going to look into it and see what is going to really happen with Prince Harry. So he's in the courts and really trying to hear and express his view. He's not taking a stand, but just listening and writing things down according to reporters. But all he wants is the protection so that his wife and his children can go to his country and be familiar with his country because that's where he's from. Anyway, but I have two videos I want to share with you and to see how they see it in the United States of America and in UK. So we want to compare. I want you to see and just understand how the people from the United States, how they view, how they report it, and the way the UK report it as well. But this particular picture is Good Morning America and This Morning UK. Why they discuss it? Let me know what you think about it. Leave us a comment. And there's some things I saw in it, in the way they see them. And that's one of the reasons I think Harry needs this protection.
Of court proceedings in London as he fights a ruling that means his police protection has changed when he visits his homeland. Maggie Rulli is in London with the story. Good afternoon, Maggie. Hey, Lara. Yeah, Prince Harry is back in court again today for what is essentially his last chance to change the British government's stance on his security status. So Harry is no longer a working member of the royal family. And when that happened, the UK government decided to change how they treated him and his security status. And they decided to only offer him state-funded police protection on a case-by-case basis. Now, Harry's lawyers are arguing that this is simply not enough. Now, Lara, Harry could pay for his own security when he visits, but under UK law, they could not hold firearms. That's something only the police can do here in the UK. Now, Harry offered to personally pay for police protection, but a judge here shot that down after UK lawyers argued that police were, quote, not bodyguards for the wealthy. Now, we've been watching Harry the past 2 days sitting in that courtroom right next to his lawyers, poised with a pen and his notebook. Lara, some of the proceedings today are going to happen behind closed doors due to the security measures that they are and the secretive measures that they are discussing. You know, for his part, Harry has been adamant that he is fighting this fight for his kids, and he feels unsafe, he says, to bring them into the UK right now with this current security setup. So much so that Archie and Lilibet, guys, they haven't been to the UK since 2022, guys.
Oh, that is so tough.
For today's top stories with Tom and Ashley. Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Lovely.
Dream team.
We are kicking off with the story about Prince Harry, who appeared in the Court of Appeal in London yesterday, where he said he feels singled out over the decision to downgrade his security. So he's making a legal challenge after the High Court upheld the decision he should not be provided with the same level of police protection given to working members of the royal family. Just to put a little flesh on the bones, his barrister told the court Prince Harry had been subject to a different and so-called bespoke process in the original security decision, but the Home Office said the Duke of Sussex's appeal involves a continued failure to see the wood from the trees. Harry's case has cost the British taxpayer £500,000 so far. Let's get your take, Ashley.
So I would say that Prince Harry, we have to think of the context. You know, he is the son of Princess Diana. He made it very clear that he was very concerned about protecting Meghan and his children, which was part of his decision to step away from the royal family. This is him appealing this decision. And I do think there are potential risks to him, of course, to him and Meghan, and there have been. You remember a few years ago, Al-Qaeda called for him to be murdered. A senior Met officer said in November 2022 that there was very disgusting and real threats to Meghan's life. Also, the car pursuit by the paparazzi, allegedly in New York in 2023. And what we have to think here is that he is one of the most recognisable, visible and high-profile faces. He is part of the royal family, whether in an official capacity or not. So I do understand why he would want to feel like there is adequate security around him.
Should we be picking up that tab, is my question.
Well, I would argue yes, but obviously I'm not the person making the decision. But I think I have empathy for Harry, and also bear in mind that he has had lots of legal victories against the media. So I think we have to be very mindful in the way that certain media outlets are reporting on him being this sort of like constantly whining, moaning, because his legal victories have actually helped to improve press ethics around
that's a separate issue.
I do know that's a separate issue, but I think the way it's reported.
With someone, I don't know his private wealth, but with someone with that amount of private wealth, should the public be picking up his security?
Everything you've described is true, that there are threats to his security, there are problems with his worries about his own family. All of that is true. That's why the people that review security for very famous people, say, we'll review your security. And when you come to this country, we'll have a look at the threats and we'll judge that whether you might need security based on the threat level.
So, Tom, just quickly, are they saying that they are going to offer some protection,
Absolutely,
just not the full-blown
There will not be an
royal
automatic
protection.
right for Prince Harry, who has left the royal family as a working member of the royal family. There will not be an automatic right for state-funded protection. When he comes over to do royal engagements, funerals, weddings, what have you, then he falls under the royal family security umbrella and he'll be looked after in that way. But he's not a working member of the royal family for all the reasons he's chosen. And if we extend taxpayer-funded security to Prince Harry on the basis that he's very recognisable, very famous, and some people really don't like him, well, then let's line up Taylor Swift. Then let's line up all other
this is why I think it's different. This is why I think it's different for Prince Harry. If something happened to a billionaire or a pop star or whoever it would maybe, God forbid, it's not going to damage the UK's reputation in the same way that a working member of the royal, like he is a target, and whether officially part of the royal family or not, by blood, he is always a member of the royal family. But he is a member of the royal family, and in Al-Qaeda's eyes, when they called for him to be killed, of course that's going to impact the UK because he is a member of the royal family.
So if he comes here for a personal trip to go on a shooting weekend or whatever, he comes to go to the football, are we saying that the state, the taxpayers, should fund his security in the same way that they would do for a VVIP member of the royal family, the King or Prince William? I don't think most people would see that is a reasonable way of spending money. If he needs the security based on the threat level, let's go for it. Let's do that, as has already been made clear in the original judgment.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we said, it's hard to sometimes feel sorry for someone when you feel like they've already got personal millions that they could be providing their own security. But I see both your points there. It's a tricky one, and it always will be with Prince Harry because of the way the papers will always skew the argument.
Amazing, yeah. Harry, I mean, I know you would have made up your mind whichever way, how you know, your own intelligence and how you're listening to both sides. Although I know that they weren't discussing it on the American, Good Morning America, rather. We're not discussing Harry in a way, but this is how it goes. You know, they feel, for me personally, I feel he needs it. He has experienced it with his mother, you know, and that has lived with him all, and it's going to live with him all his life. As far as Harry is concerned, that is the motivation of his consistent protection of his family, you know, and wanting this protection as well. Because when he goes to the UK, he's okay, I'm coming to the UK. Okay, good. Oh, we're going to check the threat level before we can protect you. It doesn't just work, because if you look at most of the Harris situation, the papers, all that were just going on in the UK, papers speaking about Harry in a way that wasn't right. Meghan, when it comes to her pregnancy, when it came to the baby, Archie comparing little baby with chimpanzee, all of that stuff, you know, it's in his mind. He live. It's something you might not think about it every day, but he've lived it, you know. So coming to that particular, you know, uh, uh, place where you just think, okay, this is how they see us. And we're consistently in a place of danger in a way. I want to be sure that where my kids, if I take them anywhere, we're secure. If I come with my wife, we're protected. I think in my way, they should keep the protection. He will always be a royal. You can't take that away from him. Every royal is protected. You know, they have levels of protection. I don't think what's his name, Prince Andrew is not a walking royal, but he still get the protection. So why won't they give it to Harry? What's the reason behind it? Is it because of the wife? That's okay. Because of your wife, you went that way. We're not going to take care of you anymore. I don't know. So you let me know what you think as well. It's such a situation that, like, wow, this shouldn't even be, you know, it shouldn't even be a situation at all to be taken to one court to the other. I hope he gets what he wants on it, you know, on this in this hearing that is going on right now. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think once again. Please, if you have not subscribed, do subscribe, like, share, click notification button so when we're on, you will be notified. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.